Hey everybody. I know I plugged this in and then I started the live, not the start of the live, like the banner thing, not realizing I needed to charge for a little bit. Sorry about that. Anyways, hi, we're going to do an all signs what to expect for the week of September 21st. Please remember roles can be reversed or flip-flopped. I do ask for the most prominent energy of the week that you'll need the most help with. Given eclipse season, that might be a little negative. So if that's the case and you get triggered, there's this thing that you can just keep scrolling. If not, whatever, it's fine. Just keep that in mind, okay? What else is going on? I do go by elements: fire, earth, air, and then to water. I start each element with the fixed sign. After that goes to cardinal and then mutable signs. Okay, so there's a reason why I do that. It's just what's easiest for me energetically speaking. That I don't know why it's easiest for me energetically speaking. I just know that's what it is. I've been doing this a while, and for those I ask all the time, why, like, what's the deal with the order? I just get less drained with this order. Okay. For the week, the energies for the week, these are usually like snapshots. Okay. So I pull an energy for you, for whatever energy you're dealing with, and then the connection. Okay. And then I'll clarify. So 3 cards each, just to ensure what I'm picking up on, what I'm talking about is what's being clarified. And that's it. It's just a snapshot. If you want a longer reading, check out the individual all sign, like the individual signs. And then those are usually anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes. I know that's kind of a big gap, but that's what I do. Or check out the description box for a personal. I think that's it. The end. Yes. Okay, let's get started. How are you guys? How's everybody? Dang, hey everybody. What's up? Gary, hi. Mojo, Cece. Aw, hi everybody. Keeping the faith. Lila, Jade. What's up? Dun dun dun. All right, let's get started. Okay. Man, how's everybody's weekend going? Right when I pulled up, it started storming like crazy, and I was like, not again. And then it cleared up, like there's literally no rain at all now that I'm recording. So I was like, yay. I was like, not again. Not again. Okay. Leo. Let's get started. Oh. Look at this shit. I don't know if you can see that. That's annoying. I might have to grab another deck. So I'm in case, I don't think I've mentioned this, I'm in the process of moving or relocating, potentially. And I should say where I'm doing my readings. But anyways, long story short, I've been having rubber bands around my decks, and I think I need to get a new deck. It's fucking them up. Okay. Leo. Leo, you got the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles came out sideways. The 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups. They've got the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Let me see the 5 of Wands. Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So it almost looks like waiting to invest in something. There is something coming in this week that you've been wanting to work on for a while, but there's some kind of a delay on it. I do feel like this is something you want, that you have been wanting for a while, actually. And I do feel like it is with a particular individual. Now, I'm not sure if this is in a romantic context or what exactly, but there is a soul connection or some type of soulmate here by your side. I don't know if it's a friend or family or, love situation, but there is someone here, and you are wanting it to gain some type of stability here within this. It almost feels like growing something here. What's interesting is that I asked why the Nine of Pentacles was sideways, and the Six of Wands, the Devil, the Star came out. Be careful of becoming a little too fixated on whatever this is, or putting the cart before the horse, so to speak, because the Nine of Pentacles didn't come out upright completely. It came out sideways here. I'm also seeing some kind of like that delay that I'm talking about here with the Nine of Wands. There seems to be an energy attached to that of the past. I know that might sound weird, but it almost feels like a sense of feeling guarded over a past situation. And I would like to actually clarify a little bit further on that, because it almost feels like you're looking, it feels pastish. Yeah, Queen of Cups just flipped out in reverse. It feels like there's a energy of the past that you seem to be thinking of or reminiscing. I'm getting Five of Cups energy, so I'm not necessarily feeling like that energy is still around, although it could be. But the love dynamic has definitely changed somehow. King of Cups upright, Page of Cups upright. The Moon is there. I don't feel like you're in direct communication with this, whoever this is. Now, if you are, there is some kind of withholding on someone's behalf, because I'm not getting like open transparency, especially with the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So there's something very different here about this energy and this energy. I don't know what's going on with that, but I feel like there's two energies wrapped up here in yours. Now, for this energy that you're dealing with, this sounds weird, but I feel like this is actually more attached to the first energy I was picking up on versus that second one. This feels like someone that is almost kind of like leading the way, so to speak, with this Emperor and the Knight of Swords. I do feel like it's a little... It's like, I got this, let's do this. It's almost like they've got the plan. I don't know what the plan is, but it's like they've got it. Now this could be, this could be anybody to you, I don't know. Now what's interesting is the Six of Wands came out again here. It almost looks like you're either learning from this individual or, again, trying to, this sounds weird, but it feels like you're, how do I word that? This Six of Wands, again, was over here with the Nine of Pentacles sideways and the Devil. I don't want to say you're using this energy to get over whatever this past one is, but it's almost like this energy is helping you open your eyes and learning how to invest in a healthier way. And the reason why I say that, and I don't know what the investing is, it could be time, money, energy, love, resources, whatever kind of energy. But the Page of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles is here with the Six of Wands, like I said. The Seven of Pentacles here, you can't see it, is in reverse, okay? Now, again, the Nine came out sideways. So this is telling me that you're learning here how to overcome certain things that were not necessarily the healthiest in whatever this relationship was or dynamic was to you. This is helping you learn. Now, this could be anybody from a therapist to a friend to a family member. I don't know. A new partner. I don't know. Just keep that in mind. But there seems to be some kind of a focus on learning how to overcome whatever that unhealthy is. But there seems to be some reflection or something there about that other energy. Okay, cool. Not bad. All right, Aries, 940. Let's say 50. Okay. Hey. All right, Aries, let's talk for a second. You've got the Seven of Swords that came out sideways. The High Priestess, I almost said the intuition card. The High Priestess, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. There seems to be a bit of fear trying to creep in here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when fear doesn't come in, it would have been like this. This is in reverse. This is in the main point of your energy, but it came out sideways. So let me explain. It looks like fear is trying to creep in here. It does look like your intuition is here trying to guide you in a particular situation or whatever this is you've got going on. But there seems to be a little bit of hardship in balancing that, like fully trusting your intuition here. And you're possibly looking at the different avenues of which something could happen here with the Seven of Cups. So these are options. Now, when it's attached to not being fully grounded in your intuition and what's going on here, and the Seven of Swords is sideways here, this can be looking at different options, whatever this may mean, okay? So when it's attached to your, like I said, your intuition, it's almost like your fear being like, well, what if this happens or that happens or blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it is, but that's what I got going on here for you. I would definitely do some extra grounding this week and meditating and just really focusing on that, not allowing whatever this is to creep in, okay? Or giving voice to it and writing it out. Journaling would be probably amazing for this, and asking yourself, what is it that your fear is bringing up here for you? Actually, yeah, I would actually explore why those fears are there. Ace of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Wheel, the Fool. This looks pretty good. This is an energy, I do feel like there's love here at some level. I do feel like whoever this is can get a little amped up, which is funny because you're Aries, that's usually you, unless roles are reversed for you, I don't know. But this is an energy it seems to be a little concerned here with the Wheel and the Fool. It's almost like excited and at the same time concerned about repeating some kind of lesson here. And given the fact that Seven of Swords is here sideways for you and the Five of Swords is here in the energy shared, this can be really good or not so good. Okay, so I would make sure your fear doesn't take over, okay? Because there seems to be some kind of a conflict here that this energy is excited to resolve, but because there's fear here, it could end up feeding this energy here. So be careful. For the energy shared, you've got the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and then the Five of Swords. There is, like I said, some kind of a new beginning. There is a soul connection, a deep one here. Be careful about feeding this fear. That's all I'm going to say about this, because there's something here. It can go Aries real quick if you feed that. So that's all I'm going to say. Okay. 14 Saggy. Saggy. You got the sun that just popped out. The moon, the Fool. Your sun kind of popped out a little sideways-ish. I'm curious about that. I want to further clarify that one. Interesting. Knight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Hang on. For the sun, I don't know if you can see it. It came out a little wonky. The Seven of Pentacles is upright. The Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. You seem to be overthinking quite a bit of some type of investment here with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like it is with whoever this is, because this is showing me the Three of Pentacles. They're showing me the Three of Wands and the Hierophant. There seems to be some type of a commitment here with someone or something that you're definitely learning from here. Now, what's interesting is with this Sun card coming out sideways, it's almost looking like, is this the right thing to do or to invest in? I feel like you're overthinking quite a bit. I don't know or feel like it's with whoever this is, although it could be, but it almost feels like, is this the right thing for us to do? It doesn't feel like, is this the right person for me, or is this the right connection? Again, it could be, but I'm getting more of the project, or let me see. What is this Three of Pentacles? Yeah, the Death card, the Five of Pentacles both came out sideways, and then the Hierophant. For some of you, it very well could be whoever's attached to this, but I'm getting more so of the project or whatever it is you're investing in. It's kind of just further indicating. It's almost like, if this goes down in this way, is this still going to be the best thing, or is this, how do I word that in like real life? That sounds weird. What's an example? You adopt a dog. I don't know. But you're adopting this dog with someone. I don't know. And you're like, okay, if this someone dips out one day, am I still going to be able to take care of the dog? I don't think this is about a dog. But anyways, it just kind of looks like that. Is like, is this the right thing for me to do? That's what I'm getting. Like with or without this person, with or without this commitment, or, whatever. Now, what's interesting is that this one seems to be a little kind of almost on a very similar page, because as I mentioned before, the Sun here is sideways. They have the Moon. The Moon, the Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the Hierophant. This is almost like waiting and seeing. Again, there seems to be like in time, we'll see if this is what's best. It looks like they have a little bit more faith in the commitment, whatever the commitment is that you are sharing with this individual. It looks like you're doing enough stressing for the both of you, to be honest. Now, for the connection, we've got the Fool, the Empress, the Chariot, the Page of Swords. I do feel like energetically, this looks pretty good. A little slow, like baby steps in this direction, but at the same time, it's almost like the energy just wants to fly with the Chariot. You've got the fastest card here with the Chariot, but then you've got the slowest, not the slowest energy, but like baby steps. Instead of taking like the Knight of Swords with it or something like that, it's almost like, okay, well, I've got to do this and that before I can, it's like I got to walk before I can run kind of energy, if that makes sense. It's kind of interesting. Energetically, it looks good. It looks like the plan is there in place. I would just stop stressing about whatever this is, if you can. If not, the connection here looks like it can actually handle talking about it with this, whoever this is to you. Unless it really is about a dog, then, talk to your dog. I talk to Luna all the time. She looks at me like I'm a fucking peasant, though. I'm like, what are you saying, human? So. Oh, man. Anyways, all right. Taurus. Dun, dun, dun. How's everybody handling this eclipse? Oh, man. I get really tired during eclipses. I'm just like, let me sleep. Can you tell? I look The opposite of low. I look high. I look high as fuck. I'm not. I'm just really tired. Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, oh, Taurus, what the hell? We were at this place where you can play like old school video games. And it reminded me of during that era, everything was like anti-drugs. And at the end, it was like, winners don't do drugs. I just started laughing because I was like, what a random thing to say. But I had forgotten about it. Sorry. I get a little delirious and over talkative when I'm tired. Taurus, what the fuck is happening? All right, let's talk. Okay, it doesn't end badly. All right. Taurus, you've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. You're showing me some kind of a partnership with someone over something. You're not wanting to let go of something that was either done or said here. I do feel like there is some kind of a soul connection you have around you. Now, what's interesting is that someone's not, like I said, someone's not letting go of something that someone either said or did. Yeah. It's almost like, but look at all of the time I put into this or that, or, you know, us, or whatever the case may be. It just seems like, I don't like when the King and Queen of Swords is the representation of a certain dynamic. Now, granted, it depends on the context as well. It could be, you know, a friendship or, you know, a family member, whatever. That would be more understandable than, it just looks like somebody's at odds here, and trying to get on the same page because at least they're facing each other. But now, and the reason why I'm wording it like that is because on their side, they've got the Judgment card, King of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Again, it's almost like I'm making this decision because of X, Y, and Z. Again, whatever they experienced, it almost feels like putting, it's almost like opening up to you about how you either hurt them and whatever was said or done. Now, I'm not saying you did anything. I'm not pointing the finger. That's not my job. I just work here. Okay? That's all I do. It looks like they're opening up about something here. And it doesn't look like you are necessarily, I don't know if you heard that, but it's, oh, yeah, there it goes. I don't know if you heard that either, but there's some pew pews going on. Oh man. Anyways, it kind of looks like that. Now, again, it doesn't look like you're necessarily seeing it because the Seven of Swords is here, which can be a little self-sabotaging, especially because it's attached to the Three of Pentacles, then the Strength, and the Nine. Ow, the Nine of Pentacles. At least at first, you're not seeing it. I do feel like eventually you will, but at first you might be a little defensive or kind of justifying whatever you did or said. Just, what's the saying? There's always three sides to a story. Yours, theirs, the truth. Try to remove yourself as much as possible whenever this is happening to see the bigger picture of things, because you have your reality, they have their reality. And then, of course, there's the bigger picture, so to speak. So just keep that in mind. I do see eventually it'll happen with the Strength and the Nine of Pentacles. It just looks like a little rough patch that you have right here. So, okay. Doesn't look horrible. It just looks a little sketchy. I got pew pews going on in the background. Keep in mind, soul connections don't have to always be romantically related. Romantically, yeah. I had to think about that. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm sorry. Me and my dog, I'm pretty sure, you know, we have a soul tie somehow, some way. Like, she looks at me like she's known me forever. So I've had her for a little over a year. That's it. Keep in mind, all right? Anything, I mean, you could run into a stranger. That could be a soul tie. You never really know. All right. Oh, I forgot to change the. Hang on. Before I get yelled at. Gabby. Yes. I got pew pews going on in the back and something loud. Something else loud. Cappy. Cappy, you've got the Page of Pentacles. They've got the Eight of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is here. You've got the Page of Wands. Five of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. I could never play poker, you guys. I have a horrible, horrible face when it comes to trying to... I'm like, oh no, or yay. Sweet Lord, sweet baby Jesus. Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, you are becoming aware of something. I don't know if this is on your side or this individual side. It kind of looks like your side somehow, some way. I'm curious, actually. Hang on. Let me see this. Okay. So they have the Eight of Pentacles, the Fool, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. I asked about the Fool. The World came out sideways. The Ten of Swords, the King of Swords. And then for the connection itself, the Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let me explain. This looks like you're becoming aware of something. It kind of is similar to Taurus in the way that something either did or said something. I think I said that really weird. That it's almost like they're wording it in a way that you did or said something. And they're trying to get over it because the World card came out sideways. I don't think they're over it yet because the Ten of Swords is upright and the King of Swords is upright. It does look like they're working on it with the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. It does look like they have love for the situation and they're doing their best to, keep it moving here. You look a little defensive. And the way that Taurus came out, do you have Taurus in your chart? Because it's very, very similar, actually. Or y'all, I don't know. Anyways. Because it looks like you're learning or becoming aware of something that made someone feel some type of way. And you're like, well, wait a minute. What about the way I fucking felt? Like, how do you think I felt when this happened? It's almost like justifying, again, like your reaction. Let me see your Nine of Wands here. Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, the Chariot. It's exactly what I just said. It's like, well, how the fuck did I feel? Not good, obviously. The Three of Swords, they got the Ten of Swords. So it looks a little, I don't want to say petty, and I don't want to say like a tit for tat, but it looks like, it just looks a little defensive, in all honesty. I'll just leave it at that. I don't even know why they're bringing it up unless they're just trying to have like an open, honest, like clear communication here with you. I don't know. I'm not seeing like a full-on fight over it because the Five of Swords or, nothing sketchy came out with that. But the Nine of Wands to the Five of Pentacles, it's like being taken aback. Like, what the fuck? Whoa. What about when this happened? We're not talking about when this happened. We're talking about whatever they brought up, okay? So relax. If you want to bring that up, bring it up at not the same time, okay? Just don't do that. So for the connection, again, the Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups. So I do feel like somebody's trying to walk away, like leave this energy in the past and move forward here. slowly but surely. I do see that they're doing that eventually, but now for some of you, this could be taken in the context of so extreme that somebody's really unable to let go of one of these. One of you is unable to let this go and is actually going to be on their merry way. Okay? It can be that extreme. However, I feel like some of you, this could be just trying to walk away from whatever this is or leave this energy in the past, okay? And kind of move forward here. It's one of the two. Sometimes tarot makes it seem like it's just absolutely unforgivable and, you know, there's a breakup, there's an ending, there's this, there's that. And sometimes all it is like, you remember that one time when you called me this, or you said this or that, or you did this or that. And yeah, I'm still not, I still feel salty about that. I'm letting it go. It's okay. And sometimes it's just something as simple as that. Generals are not my forte, in case you haven't figured that out. Okay, personals are. Oh man. That's just me. 3, 2. Okay. Virgo. Hi, guys. Oh, ha, you're fine. All right, Virgo. You've got the Temperance card so far. Oh. They've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, and then the connection, we've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh, Lord. Hierophant, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups. They've got the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups. What the hell? Who are you dealing with? All right, hang on. 5 of Cups and 8 of Swords. You seem to be dealing with a bit of an avoidant here. Don't know who this is to you. If this is a friend, a family member. What the? How did you get in there? The Hermit. That's you. What the fuck? How did... Okay. That's weird. I actually meant to grab the other deck too, like the one that I've been using the whole reading. Anyways. That was weird. Let me see this real quick. You seem to be dealing with a fucking avoidant. Let me put it that way. Again, I don't know who or what kind of context this is. If this is a dog that has horrible recall, if this is a person that's just, you know, unwilling to dive into their feelings. I don't know. When I split the deck, the Knight of Wands was there and it's here now. The Knight of Wands, 9 of Swords, the 4 of Swords. And when I had split the deck in this, was it this one? I forget which one it was. It was the Knight of Wands and the 8 of Swords. So I find that ironic. This is somebody that gets lost in their mind, their head, and allows their fears to take over at times, or their stress or anxieties to kind of win. I do feel like, have you ever heard the saying that you attract what it is you're needing to heal or, you know, whatnot? If you attract, say for example, you attract someone that seems to be very lazy, but you're an extremely hard worker. And I'm saying lazy because can be subjective. That's to teach you how to not take everything so serious, or to take a day off, or to lighten up. You know, it's okay to have fun too, kind of energy. Or it could be vice versa. If you're a little on the lazy side and you're attracting a workaholic, get your ass up. That kind of deal. So this seems to be trying to reflect to you what you're needing to work on here. Otherwise, the Ten of Swords wouldn't be here along with the Nine of Cups. So there's something here that you're needing to heal, emotionally speaking, especially with the Temperance. The Temperance is healing, something that's been taking quite a bit of time here. But there's been a lot of pain in regards to whatever this commitment is you have with someone. I don't know what this commitment is. Please keep that in mind. If this is a job, a family member, I don't know, okay? But there is some kind of, like I said, pain here that needs healing over, and it could very well be an emotional attachment. If you don't know what your attachment style is, please Google it. There's only 4 types. It's not that, I mean, it is in depth, but I just don't want to make the video hella long. But this is my emotional independence card, and when it's attached to the Nine of Swords, it's usually telling me that somebody needs commitment here for some type of healing on their emotional attachment, okay? Now for this one, say for example, you know how earlier I was saying you're more than likely dealing with an avoidant here? Anxious attachment styles, or someone that can lean in a direction that's not secure, will more than likely attract another non-secure individual. The reason being is because, again, there's some type of healing that needs to be in this. Now, when the Eight of Cups show up after the Three of Wands, this is almost like somebody... I'm not a fan of this energy. It's almost like, let me wait and see if I'll change my mind or things will get better or, you know, what have you. When somebody's anticipating walking away or anticipating that something's not right for them, it's like, why? Just rip off the Band-Aid, so to speak. It's almost like they don't want to do it because, you know, of whatever reason. I don't like that, to be honest with you. Now, if this is a job situation, this could be like, oh, let's wait and see, like I said, if things get better or, you know, what have you. Instead of just being like, hey, just FYI, we're possibly looking at making budget cuts or doing this or that in the next couple months. So just FYI, blah, blah, blah. It feels like they're withholding this information. Now, for the connection, again, I'm not a fan of the Ace of Cups being in reverse. This is somebody that's showing me that they like to keep it more surface level, especially when I asked for the Ten of Cups, because it was contradictory here with the Ace of Cups in reverse, but the Ten of Cups upright. So I asked about it, and the Knight of Wands came out, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Swords. This could be, if this is a romantic situation, someone could have a tendency to confuse lust and love. And it does look, like I said, they allow their mind to get the best of them. And they do need some type of healing in regards to that, because the Four of Swords is over the Nine of Swords. So it's almost, like I said, it's like their fears get the best of them. I would be careful of any inconsistencies that someone has shown you, because it looks like somebody's consistently inconsistent, in all honesty. And it looks like it's just hurting you in the process. So be careful, please, especially during this eclipse season. If something's getting eclipsed out of your life, that's usually a big indicator of listening to that. Okay. Just FYI. Hey, hey, hey. Aquarius. I was going to record fire signs after this for tomorrow, but y'all, I'm tired. I think I'm going to have to record tomorrow or Tuesday, because I'm telling you, eclipses drain me. Like, I just want to hibernate. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Aquarius. You've got the Page of Swords. They've got the Page of Cups. And then the Ace of Cups came out for the connection upright. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, the Judgment, 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords, the Hierophant, the 5 of Wands is here. What the hell? Five of Cups and the 10 of Swords. I was going to ask what this 3 of Swords is, but I think that just clarified it for me. I do feel like something... Is this a past? Hang on a second. Or is it currently lost? The Moon. Knight of Wands. The Wheel. Okay, so you have an energy that keeps popping up. Now, whether or not it's the same person or if it's the same energy, different body kind of energy, but you do have something that's continuously popping back up. We've got the Moon, the Knight of Wands, the Wheel. When the Wheel is popping out, this is, again, a lesson. And then the Moon being here, this could be something that's kind of hidden from you. So it's almost like you're not aware of it just yet. However, I feel like you are starting to learn about it because the Page of Swords is here. This would be equivalent to, I always attract cheaters, or I always attract liars, or I always blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Or I'm always working for some a-hole, you know, I don't know what the context is, but there is a repetitive energy here. And it is one that you are constantly being hurt by with this 3 of Swords. And I do feel, like I said, you are starting to learn about it quite a bit because the Page to the 8 of Swords. Now with the 10 of Pentacles, I want to clarify this one because it looks like you're actually starting to turn your energy here. I'm curious what this is. The 3 of Swords, yeah, the Knight of Cups again, the Justice card. You could be looking at, no, wait, let me explain. The 3 of Swords is here. The Knight of Cups is here. And then the Justice card. So you are starting to turn your energy here with this 10 of Pentacles. Like I was saying, it's almost like bringing some kind of a balance here, Justice card. So you are learning about it, whatever this lesson is. Maybe in the past you were, you know, kind of turning a blind eye to it, but it does, like I said, look like you are putting in the effort to change this energy about you. Kudos. Okay, now this energy, I'm very curious what is going on here because the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, 7 of Cups, the Judgment. This is an energy that seems to needing to make some kind of a decision here about options. If this is a romantic situation, I'm hoping not a third-party situation because it can definitely read as such. This looks sketchy. Now, I'm hoping it's not that. But it's the 7 of Cups. What are these options? Hang on. 5 of Wands came out in reverse. The King of Wands. The Wheel. Again. This is a lesson you're both needing to learn from each other, whatever the situation is. There is something, this energy is trying to go with more of what they feel, hence the growing from the Page to the Knight of Cups, and then the 5 of Wands being in reverse. 5 of Wands upright is internal conflict, but it's in reverse. So it's like, again, they're trying to go with what they feel or what they're passionate about. They're making some kind of a decision here. Let me see the Judgment. 6 of Cups came out sideways. The 9 of Swords. The Queen of Wands. They are making a decision, but they seem to be stressing out about the decision. I am not a fan that the 6 of Cups came out sideways instead of upright. In reverse, it can be pretty negative, or like a lot of water under the bridge, so to speak, a lot of shit that went down within the soul connection. Now, the fact that it came out sideways, at least it's not in reverse. So it could be, this energy could be thinking, is there any recovery or any like comeback from this or whatever the case may be. Again, you've got the Three of Swords twice, and then the connection itself has the Ten of Swords. You could have even been contemplating leaving the situation at some point, or maybe you already have, because 3 and 3 is 6, and then the Justice. This could even represent some type of divorce or separation for some of you. There's a lot of love here. A lot of love, but also a lot of pain here. Just looks like somebody's trying to learn from whatever these mistakes are. Very interesting. I'm getting a lot of Five of Cups energy feeling. It's probably the eclipse, because that tends to bring up what we were supposed to learn during that season. Okay. Why does it say break time? I didn't even look. Oops. See what happens when I'm not, I don't have my glasses on? Libra. My bad. Not break time. I have to write it down, otherwise I'll forget to put it down and somebody will comment in the comments, you forgot Aquarius. No. I'm just slow a little bit. All right, Libra. I just had a dragonfly try to fly into the door. Okay. All right, Libra. Yeah, I'm sorry, Charm. I can't see unless I like squint and I put my head forward, I don't really see what's even on the screen, even what I'm clicking on. So I apologize. I'm tired. Please don't judge me. Hey, bro. I need a nap. Libra, Libra, Libra. Two of Cups, Six of Cups, King of Swords. Let me see the Two of Cups. Six of Pentacles, the Fool, Page of Swords. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Wheel. Ten of Pentacles, the Justice, the Queen of Wands. Three of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. All right, you're showing me you're learning what you do and don't want in a particular connection. Now, say, for example, you're single. Well, you're learning now what you want and don't want in a relationship. If that were to happen, you are also learning, and if you are with somebody, you're learning what you want to keep in the relationship and what you want to eliminate. This, whoever this is tied up to, it is a soul connection. It is I feel like very strongly it is a person. There's something that, again, was either done or said, and I say again because it's popped up for a few people or a few signs now, that was done or said, because they've also got the Ace of Wands attached to the Wheel here. This Four of Pentacles has been very prominent in today's reading. So it's like they're not letting it go. It almost feels like they're carrying it with them. Now, I don't know if it's something that you did or said or something that they themselves, let's ask, I guess. It feels like it's directed towards you. What's the Four of Pentacles? The World. Yeah, they're not able to let it go. Like I said, they're taking it with them. The World is in reverse. The King of Swords, again, the Eight of Cups is here. They're taking it with them. They are, in a sense, like, it almost feels like moving forward or trying to move forward here with this Ace of Wands. But at the same time, it's like carrying this older energy here with them. Eight of Wands. They might have even already had this conversation here with you, or they will be. Now for the energy attached here for both of you shared, the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, Justice, and the Queen of Wands. You're both on very different pages. I feel like the goal is the same here, but it's almost like in, let's go to our own corners here. You're both on very, very different pages. Doesn't look like bad pages. It just looks very different. If this is a connection you're wanting to keep with you, I would, I don't know, talk about that, because I feel like you know what it is. So yeah, that Eight of Wands, there is some kind of communication desiring here. You're just, I'm getting both on very different pages. You might even want to wait to have that conversation until after the eclipse, because it almost looks like, because even the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands, they had their backs turned towards each other. I don't honestly see a, let me ask, would this be a conversation? The Moon came out sideways, the King of Cups came out a little wonky, and then the Queen of Cups. This is kind of like a free will kind of deal. If it came out in reverse, I would have liked to have seen it in reverse. I feel like it's still shedding some kind of a light on the situation. You can see that. I do feel like you both have love for each other. I do feel like there's possible either reconciliation or some type of ability to see things from different, like the other point of view. However, the fact that this one came out wonky and this one didn't come out fully in reverse, it's almost like not full on being okay. I know that sounds really weird. Not full on being okay. Not fully okay. There we go. With whatever that was that y'all need to talk about. So you might want to just ensure that you're both being transparent. If not, then just wait. So yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Gemini. I need to take that break time thing out. I put it in there because the last time I did a reading with Gary on here and we needed it in there, and I forgot to take it out. So I'm used to just clicking the next thing. So I apologize. My bad. All right. Gemini, what's going on? Sorry. Gemini. Good Lord. Gemini, what happened? No. Oh, man. Gemini, you've got the Seven of Swords, the Magician, the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands. They've got the Three of Swords, the King of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. There's a lot of threes in here. For the Five of Cups, we've got the Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Temperance card, and then the Five of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Lord. Hang on. Hang on. Let me see if it's as bad as what it looks, because it looks fucking horrible. It doesn't feel great, but let me just, hang on. Let me see if you're manifesting, like, let me hang on. Let me see the Magician. It went from bad to worse. Gemini. All right, so I asked what the magician was, and we've got the Seven of Cups, the Devil, the Six of Pentacles. So please remember, roles can be reversed. Don't come after me if it is, okay? It's okay. That's why I say it in the intro. It's fine. This is an energy that one is sabotaging, very self-sabotaging with the Seven of Swords. When it's attached to the magician, this can be a very manipulative card. Now, the reason why I wanted to clarify this is because when the Seven of Swords and the magician are attached to each other, this is not great. Again, manipulative. When it's attached to the Seven of Cups, the Devil, and the Six of Pentacles, I mean, need I say more? I know I'm not your one and only tarot reader, so I know you know what that means. Now, if this is a romantic situation, it looks like somebody has options and they're trying to explore said options to see who they want to, roll with. If this is a work situation, I don't know what this is to you. I'm hoping it's not a love situation I'm just hoping it's not a love situation because this looks fucking horrible. I hope this does not resonate for any of you. So, whoever's on the other side of this, it looks extremely painful with the Three of Swords here. And it looks like walls are going up here. It almost looks like whoever this is ignored the red flags from the beginning. The Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is here. It's almost like I saw them, I didn't listen, and now my walls are up here. Again, I don't know what this is to you. I'm hoping it's not like a love situation because that looks so sketchy. Now for the Five of Cups, we've got the Nine of Wands. Again, this is almost like I am not going to feel fucking horrible or shitty about whoever, whatever this is. Because they're doing X, Y, Z. Oh my God. It looks like I refuse to feel bad about this situation because they're doing X, Y, Z. Obviously, they didn't give a fuck. So I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Just make sure that you're healing that because it does look painful. It just looks like you don't want to dwell on that energy, which is fine. Just make sure that you don't just cover it up and it's like, who? It's like, I don't even know their name. Okay. It doesn't look like the pain's going anywhere. It just looks like you're trying to I'm not going to worry about it. It's okay. Fair. As long as you eventually deal with that, because it doesn't, again, make that wound or that pain go anywhere. It just means you're covering it up. Doesn't mean you need to tell anybody. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell anybody. But just make sure you deal with it. I am so sorry. I hope that doesn't resonate for anyone. Nobody. Absolutely no one. I'm sorry. Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. Didn't this come out for somebody earlier where they had the King and Queen of Cups, but one of them was in reverse as well? I forget who that was. You have the Queen of Cups. They've got the King of Cups in reverse. And then the Eight of Cups is here for the connection. You've got the Worlds, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands. What's going on with the... Strength, King of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, the Death card, the 10 of Cups. What the hell? Are you wanting, hang on, because you're showing me you're taking action towards some type of commitment. I don't know if this is a goal that you have. I don't know if this is a relationship you have. I don't know if this is a job thing. I don't know. Please keep that in mind. But you're taking action in some type of a new cycle or new chapter, new beginning that you have within a particular aspect of your life. And it does hold some type of commitment here. We have the 4 of Wands here. Now, what's interesting is that I'm curious if this is within self or the connection itself. Queen of Pentacles came out sideways, the 7 of Wands, the Chariot. Interesting. Let me see this 10 of Cups. Okay, shit. Queen of Cups came out in reverse. What the hell? The 2 of Cups. You guys flip-flop. Page of Wands. Okay, so you guys are... It's like once you're on this page, this person's on this page. And then you get on this page and then they're on like the other page. So it's like you guys aren't... That's got to be so annoying. I'm sorry. You guys, there's a lot of love you have with this particular whoever, whatever this is. It could be a passion that you have for something. It could be a job situation. Like I said, I don't know your context. Please remember that. But you flip-flop with whoever this is or whatever this is. And you guys just aren't on the same page. I don't feel like you've been on the same page for a while with whoever this is. This is an energy that is trying to focus on themselves and trying to be guarded against this. There does look to be some kind of an argument or some kind of conflict here. I don't know if it's been here or if it's incoming, but it does look like there's going to be some type of ending of whatever this is. What's interesting, though, is that it looks like you're trying to redirect your energy into something more sustainable. So I don't know if this is work. It's like, okay, well, that ended. Let me work on this. Kind of looks like that. This energy also seems to be trying to do that for themselves, which is interesting. So you guys are, I don't know. It feels like you were emotionally open to this and then this one was not available, and then it flipped. It's like, well, okay, I'm not going to be available to you then. Even though the love's there. What was it? 10 of Cups. And was it the 2? No, the 4 of Swords. 4 of Wands. There's love. But, yeah. Love, I mean, love is not enough. Love isn't always enough. It takes a lot of commitment and work. All right, Cancer. All right. Two of Pentacles. Let's get their side. 9 of Swords. 5 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. The Hangman. The Justice. Queen of Cups. For the 5 of Cups, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, the Hermit. 5 of Wands. Let me see what the 2 of Pentacles is, because it looks like you do have a soul connection here with you, but it looks like you guys aren't, I don't even need it. You guys aren't seeing things eye to eye. In case you can't see, their backs are turned towards each other. It almost looks like different priorities or different differences. I don't know if it's, again, priorities or just different views or something or other. It's kind of hard to balance things out. Again, with the Two of Pentacles, that's juggling here and not being on the same page with someone. I do feel like on your own, you're fine. But when you try to bring it together, for some reason, there's some kind of a clash. I don't know what the clash is. I just see the clash. Now, on this energy side, this one looks like they stress about everything under the sun. And I'm laughing because I don't see them wanting to stress out. It's just, I feel like they just do. I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a worry wart. It's like, would you relax? Take a chill pill, relax. Hang on. The Magician, the Ten of Swords, the Hangman again. Let me see this Hangman. Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Like I said, they worry about everything, anything and everything. All of the couldas, wouldas, the what ifs, like everything. It's just everything. To the point where it can be self-sabotaging. So that's not good. They could end up manifesting their fears here even. I do feel like at times they have a hard time. Is this person on the spectrum? I feel like they're neurospicy. That's why I'm getting like a little doot kind of energy. I know that sounds weird, but I feel like this person's neurospicy. They overanalyze everything. And what's interesting is it almost feels like they have a delay in their sensory, their processing, where it's like they need a minute to, oh man. I'm laughing because that's what this is. They need a minute. They need a minute to process things. If this is I'm hoping they didn't already create the shit show. It could cause conflict time to time because it's like, why don't you get it? You know, this, and this. They might just need a little extra time. They feel a little, and I don't want to say slow in a bad way. It just feels slow. Like, let me process at my speed. It's almost like they need to analyze every angle of something before they can move forward. They have a very hard time just going with the flow. They feel neurospicy. I would just let them roll with it. As long as they're not projecting onto you, then, or like damaging whatever is going on between you two, that's fine. But they just feel really neurospicy. I'm laughing because it runs in my family. And I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. The spiciness. Okay, hang on. All right. Who are you? Pisces. Okay. I'm drained. I am so tired. I need a nap. I'm taking a nap after this. Pisces. You've got the King of Cups. The King and Queen of Cups and Swords seem to be like the energy is popping out today. You've got the King of Cups. They've got the Four of Pentacles. And then the Nine of Swords is here for the connection. For the King of Cups, we've got the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Six of Swords, the Moon, the World. Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands. I asked what we were leaving because the Six of Swords, and it came out the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Fool. Again, the Nine of Swords is here. Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. If this is a romantic thing, it looks like one of you is leaving a particular connection for possibly the exploration of other connections. I'm gonna put it that way. Now, I, again, don't know what the context is. So this could be a job situation where you're like, well, roles are reversed and I'm actually leaving this job to go look at different jobs or, you know, whatever the case. Okay, fine. The energy is the same. It's just the articulation of it. I'm not that great at it. Okay. I do personals. I mean, I do the generals, but it's not my forte. Whoever's doing the leaving though is stressing the fuck out of it. Because they're not sure if that's what they really want to do. It almost looks like do I want to cut my losses here or honor the time that I've spent in this already or whatever I've used to invest in this, whether that be time, money, energy, love even, because love is there with the Ace of Cups. It's almost like, should I cut my losses or should we, you know, try again? Now, what's interesting is on your side, I'm actually seeing the love there, yes, with the King of Cups, but I'm seeing it kind of diminish in a way. Not completely, it just feels like you're turning cold because the Queen of Swords is here and it is over a period of time. It's almost like, look, I've put up with this and that and blah, blah, blah. It almost looks like you're not as emotionally available to this as you once were. And if this is a multiple party situation, I could see why. Now, granted, I don't know if this is another romantic interest that's interfering or if this is family that's interfering or friends or, you know, whatever. But someone's interfering. Someone or something, for sure. So, anywho, now I can put this on here. The end. Okay, the end. How are you guys? Hopefully, this was somewhat helpful. I'm hoping provides more insight and help to people being able to deal with their stuff. We're all dealing with shit, I promise, okay? So hopefully it was helpful. I'll see y'all later. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna go Mimi's. I'm gonna go take a nap. I hope y'all have a good one. Bye. And hang in there. This eclipse shit will be over eventually. Y'all have a good week. Bye.